Hey, welcome to Let the Light in TV. I am Craig Christoffersen, and today we're taking a look at the Sony E mount 7D to 350 millimeter APS-C lens. Now, first of all, let's check out the price. It's $1,000 American. Now, the good news, straight off the bat, before we even get into anything, is that if you are in a non-American market, right? You are European or you are Canadian, like myself. Here's the good news immediately. It's still $1,000 for you. It is still 1,000 Canadian dollars. There's no price bump, and so you are already getting bang for your buck just on the price tag. That's a nice little bonus, but let's get into how the lens is built to see if it's actually worth spending that amount of money, because it is a bit of an amount of money to spend on a lens. So let's investigate. First of all, this is 70 to 350 millimeters of focal length, right? And then you take in the crop factor, so it's even more than that. But that kind of zoom range, it requires some stabilization, which fortunately Sony has built into the lens. It comes with Sony's platform, which is OSS. It stands for optical steady shot. And so this lens has a dedicated switch to turn that function both on and off. It's also built with an XD linear focus motor, and XD just stands for extreme dynamic. And so this motor is quick, it is precise, and additionally, it is quiet. I never heard it when shooting with it. This lens also comes with a focus hold button. The zoom ring, which is really nice, this is a nice feature here. The zoom ring, when turning it, right, when going from 70 to 350 or whatever you need to turn it to, it's consistent throughout its entire rotation. The resistance that you feel is consistent throughout the whole range of the turn, which is really nice. The weighting is all the same throughout it. So there's no kind of bump that you hit or weight kind of transfer that you hit in turning the lens where it's going to throw a zoom off. It's consistent throughout the entire turn. Really nice little feature there. The focus ring, it feels fine. And so overall, this is really a very well made lens. It's got multiple points of weather sealing. So this is a fantastically built lens. But how does it do in terms of performance? Well, let's take a look at our results and dive in. So our first example here is looking at optical steady shot on versus off. There's on, right? Very nice. Off, oh, it's a little bit disgusting, isn't it? That's why I didn't really want to show it to you too much longer. But optical steady shot on, it really, as you can see, it steadies it down. It is wonderful. All of these shots are handheld, most of them being at the maximum range of 350 millimeters focal range. And so we're zoomed in. We are absolutely punched in, and the OSS is working nice. The focus is nice and sharp and precise. There was one issue where shooting through tree branches, I could not get the subject in focus. I couldn't get the bird in focus, but I think that's more to do with me having the setting of the focus area being on wide. And so you can see here, as I switch it to center, we're shooting through a bunch of branches, and it's having no problem picking up our subject and our focal matter with ease. There's no problem once I fixed that. And so that was probably more on my end. So overall, this is a wonderful lens for wildlife photography. Wonderful focal range, right? When we're talking about 1.5 crop factor, so it's actually even more than 350. You times that by 1.5 because it's APS-C lens. So you can really get in there on a steady, precise picture. You can also use it outdoors for landscape photography, or even maybe a little bit of sports, right? We check out this golf swing, and you can follow the ball all the way to its landing point. That's really nice, as well as you put it on human eye detection. You can just set it up on a tripod like I did here, and you can get yourself, if you have no help, playing sports by yourself. So depending on the crew that you have, whether it's 0 people or you're the one doing the shooting, it does the job wonderfully. So as you can see, this is a lens that is both built and performs very well. Yes, it may be a couple years old, but it still performs to a high standard. And so if you would like to purchase this lens for yourself, then the links are down below. You can go ahead and follow those to do so. If you have not received enough information on this lens, you want to see, a more detailed, in-depth review, you want to see how it performs in regards to photo, then here is a link to Dustin Abbott's channel. You can go ahead and click on that and find out even more about this lens. Other than that, that is all I have for you today. I hope you have a wonderful day. Take care, and remember to let the light in.